Okay, we are live.
Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate.
So when last we left off, what am I doing down here? I don't need to do anything down here. When last we left off, we had just finished with the exterior, or so I thought. We actually do have one more thing that I do want to do. We never ended up going and talking to the crazy guy because he
You're a queer fellow. I've done had enough of this. What you want? This way.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend
I'm gone.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
What? Don't worry about me.
Yep.
Yes. Wherever fate takes me.
Okay. Okay, so sorry about that. There was a slight problem, which is that I was not doing anything. I don't know whether I sound proper or not because I unplugged my other mic. So I did the sound test using the other mic because I'm an idiot. So you know what, I'm actually going to do another sound test before I do. I can do a sound test right here. Okay, I'm just going to unmute my other PC and listen. Where am I? Listen to myself talk. I can do a sound test right here. Unmute my other PC and listen to myself talk. Nope. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to fix them. I'm gonna have to fix the audio. I can just go back to the other mic and worry about fixing this later.
Okay, so let's test this out. Wait, what? Oh no, I actually. Oh my god, I didn't even know you could do that on YouTube. Okay. Okay, so sorry, I'm doing a mic check. Mic check, mic check. Stop just sitting there and talk. Ugh, okay, so I don't. God damn it! Now I'm not sure things are working. Okay, well we're not doing a live mic check. We're gonna go back to troubleshooting. I will be back in a minute. Okay. Okay, I apologize for that. That was a unfortunate technical dilemma. I thought I had everything set up fine, but it turned out that my software was not using my default sound device. It was using a specific one. So when I swapped sound devices, when I actually unplugged the old one, my mic stopped working because that was the mic that was live, not this mic. So anyway, I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting. I had the same problem with this mic when I first set it up, and I thought that the sound was fine earlier, but I heard the same electronic gibberish noise that I don't want to hear when I did the sound test earlier, so I know that this mic is something that I'm going to need to set up properly. At any rate, we're going to kill this winter wolf, and that will be very exciting. And winter wolf pelt is very heavy, isn't it? Yes, not that heavy. So we can just put here. We're set. Pop over here. And is this... No, this is not the area that we're looking for, so we're going to go here instead. And we're going to get attacked by wargs.
I've got this.
And I'm not going to fight these. Because I'm lazy. So I'm going to move the whole party over here.
Tell me, you want it? You got it.
Run these guys around, and pop out. And we're going to go here. I think this is it, maybe? This looks like the right area. Okay, so we're going to go talk to Brig. And that should go well. And then once we've talked to him, we can go about our other business. No, we need to do one other thing, which is make sure that... Okay, I'm going to talk to him. I shouldn't have an issue here. Nope. Only Imoen is allowed to talk to you. Okay, so it's death. So we'll see you back as safe as we can. Blah 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 blah. Temple home. Blah blah blah. We've already done all this, so I don't think we need to go through all the talking again. Inventory full. Your items dropped on the ground. Who? Oh, it gives you more than one thing? Oh, you son of a... What the hell is that shit? Okay, so we're gonna have to reload because I'm not wandering all the way back there for that. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the scroll case for now. We're gonna put this in the potion case. That gives us 3 inventory space, which should hopefully be enough. So, 4, 1, and...
I'm tired.
Hold on. I love how he gives you a potion of stone giant strength. So we are going to take a nap at the end because Imoen is incapable of movement. Let's see. Ooh, you know the other encounter that we could do. Oh, no. Die horribly, yeah. Okay, so we are going to need to do a little bit of inventory management. As you guys can see, we have way more crap in our inventory than we should. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And we are going to identify it. Throw it back over here. scimitar. Unidentified still. So we're gonna go ahead and identify this scimitar. Might as well. Identify this. Plus 1 two-handed sword. This is Rashad's Talon +2, so this is a +2 scimitar. So this will probably be what Rashad uses if he needs a magic weapon for something. Can I put it here?
Your wish?
Yes. Good, I can. If you put it in the first slot, then he can't equip his fists because fists won't show up in the later shot slots. Actually, I can just show you. So if you look at this, he has Sling, Fists, and the Talon. And I don't know why I put that on the ground instead of in his first hand. Okay, never mind, I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. Did they change that? For some reason I thought that you couldn't do that, but I'm probably just an idiot, don't mind me. So we're going to go ahead and do... She doesn't have any second level spells yet, so might as well. I really wish that there was a way to destroy cursed items. That'd be pretty epic. Okay, so... Or uncurse them, that would be kind of cool. Alright, so the other thing is that we need to use the rest of our identify spells, so we're going to go ahead and start on that. +2 chainmail. Might as well. He's not actually using proper armor anyway, so... Oh wait, actually no, if he uses this he can't stealth, so never mind. We had this... Okay, so... We can go ahead and identify this. We have another Golden Girdle of Ernst here. So we now have 2 items that give +4 to slashing AC. I guess we could just slap it on Rasad. He's another character who's very likely to be in melee range. And we can actually put these boots on somebody. We might as well slap them on Mira, I guess. Whispers of Silence. Non-detectable is probably something that should go on him. He should have this equipped at all times, just for the hell of it. Elven Chainmail is something he should probably wear. So this Elven Chainmail doesn't block spellcasting, which is kind of cool. And we can probably slap that on Imoen later, I guess. Just gonna start identifying this stuff, and we're done with the identify spells that we had. Okay, so let's save the game and take a nap. Okay, so we cast all of our healing spells. And it's gotta have been a week.
Tell me. I've got this.
What you want?
Okay, I can't just randomly talk to him. Let's see, I'm going to start identifying more stuff to just clear out my inventory. I think before I go to Baldur's Gate, I'm actually going to just spend a bunch of time... Yeah, I'm doing this now. Basically, I'm going to spend a night getting my party at 100% again. And I should have done this on the previous night, but it's happening now instead. So, Cure Light Wounds. There we go. So, we have a bunch of healing spells. We have a bunch of identify spells. It occurs to me that we're going to have to rest twice more. Because I'm an idiot, but that's okay. Are you out of... Okay, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy again. And we're going to spend a full 24 hours talking to this guy. And let's see. We can...
What is it this time?
identify 10 items now. I actually forgot to put identify item spells on the other characters who can use identify item. So this is rather mediocre plate armor. Okay, so what else do I need to identify? This, identify this. Godoy's Belt. Save versus Petrification / Polymorph +5. That's a pretty good amount of Petrification / Polymorph protection. This is a +5 bonus to that is enough to give certain people very good stuff. I also need to go... Okay, I have a lot of places that I need to go now, actually, now that I think about it. Because I need to go to High Hedge and pick up that claw. So we're identifying all the wands. And since they're identified, we can just throw them in people's quick slots. I don't think I'm going to sell the wands. I'm going to keep them around just in case I need them later. Can I identify the boots? The golden pantaloons did surely see the very beginnings of our realm, though I must press that they saw this formative time by their simple presence, and not through some vestigial eyes that may have erupted from a rear pocket, perhaps, concealing teeth and other improbable extremities. I'm sure that the various owners of the pantaloons can attest to the general lack of animated digits or ocular sensors, as evidenced by the continued sanctity and privacy maintained by their respective buttocks. Lyric pantoums of an age long since out of print speak of trousers that were as metal, though soft, about the shanks. While it may be easy to jump to seemingly inevitable conclusion that the trousers arose while Nethril fell, it is doubtful that the pantaloons were the garments of which these speak. One must clarify that the often misquoted verses with knowledge of the Pantechnicon, an ancient bazaar once prized for the silver pantalettes. Fine these may have been, but golden they were not. Nickel panties are also said to be currently available through the dockside establishments that claim to offer these products are beyond my meager experience, and thus I can make no report. The purpose of the pantaloons is as mysterious as ever, and will likely remain so until the Pantocrator himself returns. Though some properties can be divined upon intimate observation, the uplifting properties of the gusset very nearly defy gravity, shaping quite nicely both the front and rear. The improved contour would likely increase self-esteem for the wearer of either sex. I would hazard a guess, however, that the continuing self-delusion might actually hamper cognitive functions, and care should be taken in wearing any pantaloons of a golden nature. Golden pantaloons are one of the most awesome items ever. Just because the descriptions involved are so insane. Okay, so we got a +1 spear. I'll try to get that. Okay, so we have... No, whoa, we do not have the ability to identify this. Okay, well, I'm actually going to spend slightly more than one day. I just want to get this all done. I just feel like the time has come to identify all this crap in my inventory. Just because I know that I'm not going to be using most of this stuff, and I just want to clear it out of my inventory because I'm sick of not having any inventory space. So this is a cursed sword, which performs perfectly under every test save the heat of battle. Upon entering combat, the wielder will immediately go berserk, killing everything within reach until either calming down or falling unconscious. A very powerful sword, but one must decide whether or not it's worth the risk. Even once the battle fury is ended, the sword can only be removed by an exorcism using a remove curse spell. So that doesn't explain how he killed his, wife and kids, considering that it only happens when he's in combat. So this is the Protector +2, which is, slightly better than, the trash he's wearing. And we are going to go ahead and give this to ownership. Okay, so not everything that's in my inventory is unidentifiable just by looking at it. Move silently -15, so we don't need that. so this is studded leather +2, which is an improvement over this. And wand of fear. Okay, so we have a bunch of wands, and we can get this potion into here. Whoa, we actually have a bunch more stuff to identify. Okay, so we can Pantocrator. So great. More potions. For some reason, Yeslik's inventory is just full of stuff that legitimately shouldn't be in his inventory and that I've just completely not paid attention to. So we are going to identify everything here. We get a Gale Protector +2 factor with missile weapons. And Bracers to the Death. Plus this gives a base AC of 6, which is pretty good. And we should be ready now to start selling some of this stuff. So I'm going to take this out of her inventory and put it in Rasad's inventory for now. She is also overburdened. Put this in Rasad's inventory. And release.
You're a queer fellow.
Okay, so
What you want?
do you have the friend spell? Because that would be awesome. Apparently, I also haven't memorized my final blindness spell for her. So, take out 2 of these identifies, put 2 more. I don't know why I did that. We're leaving 4 identifies. And there we go. Anything else that I need to change? I think so, not for her. We're going to check her. She has Ghoul Touch. Ooh, this is a melee paralysis. Of course, this requires that you actually make a successful fist attack, and then it gets a saving throw. That is terrible. That is horrifically bad. It should at least have a saving throw penalty. Alright, well, whatever. And what else am I going to do? Okay, we're going to look at her spell list. Okay, so that was pretty fast. We don't need 3 Cure Light Wounds spells. I'm tempted to get another Protection from Evil. I think I'm going to get a Doom at the very least. 1 Doom, 1 Command, 1 Cure Light Wounds. Okay, so
Yep,
there we go.
I'm gone. This way.
Run, 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 run.
I've done had enough of this.
Okay.
I care not.
I care
Business
not.
has been poor, what with the iron
Oh.
shortage and all. The customer is always right.
Okay, so we gave him the wolf pelt. That's what he was talking about there. And now we need to organize our inventory a bit. We need to figure out what we're selling and what we're keeping. So things that we're selling, I think, are going to go in Yeslik's inventory. So he should only have things that we are selling. Electric resistance robe I am keeping. I am keeping cold resistance. And I don't think I need things like the Traveler's Robe. I don't think I need the bracers of AC 7. Oh, yes I do. Okay, I don't think I need the bracers of AC 8. Spider's Bane we need to keep. Halberd +1 I don't think we need. We need to have either a flail or a morning star for her. 2x4, which is 1x6 +2. 2x4 is better. So we're going to give this. We're going to give here. Traveler's robe is going in here. Shortbow is staying in her inventory because that's hers. Flail is going here. Longsword +1 is going here. We don't need that. Short sword +2 she's going to keep. Two-handed sword +1. Two-handed sword cursed. Berserking we don't need. And I do think that it's hard to say. I don't think that Aldrea isn't necessarily the most responsible person in the world. So I don't know that she would necessarily give a crap about the potential danger in putting all these cursed items back on the market.
South of Waterdeep.
I mean, the person knows that they're cursed, right? That all the enchantments and things are built into the price. So it's not like we're ripping him off by selling him a cursed sword. He knows what he's buying. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, this is fire resistance. Hey, I have a fire resistance row. Perfect. So that's Manticore is right here. Heart of the Golem +2. She can just whip for now. Do I need the Heart of the Golem though? When I have the Dagger of Venom. Maybe someone decides to do it. I do not need this normal short bow actually. So we can go ahead and sell that. We do not need this many morning stars, probably, but you know, just in case. We do not need this battle axe +1. We do not need this longsword +1 or this longsword +1. We also probably don't need. This is the Harrower, so never mind. Kondar we need. Elven chainmail, traveler's robe. Let's get rid of that. And we can get rid of Valorine's plate. Wyvern head, I guess. Displacement. And the reason that I'm just moving everything into his inventory is not because I need to for any particular purpose. It's just because I want to know that I can just sell everything in that one inventory. So here's that. Might be useful for certain types of enemies. Bastard sword +1 here. I'm actually going to keep the bastard sword. Actually, this is the bastard sword too, isn't it? Okay, never mind. We don't need it. We don't need it. Okay, so.
Business has been poor, what with the iron shortage and all.
So let's sell all this stuff. Okay, we can't sell the Wyvern head to him. Oh. We are pretty wealthy right now. Quite wealthy indeed. This is a +1 katana. We'll keep the +1 katana just in case. But we have cleared out a huge amount of inventory space. This is great. What else over here? I don't want to remove my familiar. I just want to move my familiar. Let's see. Major fire resistance. Actually, I have 2. I'm just going to slap 1 on Emmeline. And let's see. This is Trevor's Road. This protector. Do I need to do that protector? If I end up with another character who I really want to put the Legacy of the Masters
You're a
on,
queer fellow.
instead of Quran at some point, So as an example, maybe Yeslik under certain circumstances later on. There's a few different possibilities for that. Anytime I get a fighter to level 7, they might be
What you want?
reasonably valuable to slap that onto, and we'll see. So since he doesn't have the ability, he's going to hit level 7 eventually.
Yep.
It will happen eventually. So we are set. The other thing that I'm going to do is
I care not.
apparently Yeslik is just going to ignore me. Stop. Oh, he's encumbered, so there's that. Oh right, I needed to sell this.
I've
This
done
crap.
had enough of this.
Okay, let's unencumber him.
Always right.
Is the customer always right? That explains why he keeps buying my cursed crap. Okay, so we are going to. Why can't you move still? Oh, the wyvern heads. I forgot about those.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to find someone who's willing to buy the wyvern heads. There is a merchant somewhere who will buy them. I just don't remember who it is. So let's save the game under inventory clear. Inventory clear. That is very exciting. Now the other thing is that I'm pretty sure it's been over a week, and Rasad has not said anything to me. I'm a little concerned. I think this is the place that I'm going next. We're going to send. This is not just.
I've done had enough of this.
This should be it. No?
This way.
I'm gonna go here instead. No, I was just thinking like a crazy person.
What is your bidding?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to slap the Boots' speed on him because he can stealth. So we're just going to have him stealth to the fire resistance ring. Should be reasonably fast. If the ring isn't here, then it's on Dorn or something. You went the wrong. Come on, man! You have the whole map explored. Just go the right way. Ugh. So frustrating. The pathing in this game is just like, come on, guys, do the program. Okay, so hopefully I just didn't pick it up. It's on somebody.
Even the most prolific adventurer
You rang?
must take some time to rest.
I left it on some other characters. So I need to figure out who I left that on. The Discipliner. Off the Bane of Careless Mage, this ring was actually used to promote humility. Forget Noran, a Grand Wizard of Narfell, would give the Discipliner to his most skilled and most egotistical students. Through their blind arrogance, they would mistake the ring as punishment, as reward for their obvious brilliance and not the punishment of a disapproving teacher. And this is the Iron Throat.
What you want?
Thorn, we've already identified that.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
My training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop to High Hedge. Okay.
Great peril yields great beauty.
We have one quick item that we need to pick up here. And I'd rather not talk with him. Oh, his charisma's 16. His charisma's fine.
Great peril yields great beauty.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to purchase... He has some really good stuff. We can purchase a mirror image scroll. And So this reduces your constitution by 2, which is very bad, but it gives you +1 armor class and an extra +4 versus missile attacks. In addition, it gives you a penalty to your save versus death, which, you know, because it is sucking away your life force or whatever. It gives you a +3 to save versus wands, polymorph, breath, and spell. So this item is very niche. There's very specific circumstances that you would want to use it for, but if you really need an extra point of armor class, you can use it for that. So, any other spells that are summoned? We are going to buy protection from magic and protection from undead because those are both spell types that those are both like so overpowered that I want to have them on hand just in case. I'm not gonna want to come back out here if I absolutely need to. Everything else there, I think we can get away with not worrying about for now. So, Imoen is going to try to learn both of these, and hopefully she learns one of them. Show mirror image and both. Okay, good job, Imoen. Okay, so Imoen we're going to give mirror image to.
Yep.
No, we're going to give her invisibility. And we're going to think about what we want. We have to do some serious thinking about whether we want. Yes, I'm just going to keep a lot of.
You're a queer
A
fellow.
boatload of these spells on hand. The other thing is, do I need to equip the claw? No, I do not. Okay, so we're not equipping the claw yet, but that +1 AC will be very useful under certain circumstances. And now we're heading to the friendly arm in. What we need to find out
This way.
is whether, basically whether Baloth
Yes?
is holding my
Wherever
ring.
fate takes me.
It's. I don't see how Baloth could be holding it. Shouldn't be Baloth. Baldur, maybe?
I hope you're
Shouldn't be
satisfied.
Baldur.
Yes, at last some protection.
Okay, so
Protection for you. that
we're gonna drop
I
not
will
him.
join you
That's
so
stupid.
that you can feel safe.
We're gonna drop Yezlik. We're not actually dropping Yezlik, just so you guys know.
I cannot give my approval for what we've just done.
He has a Warhammer +1, and he has a Wyvern head. So, but he does not, importantly, have my ring. So,
You need only ask.
alright. So I'm going to
Give it to me straight. You
talk
want
to
it?
him,
You've got it.
and we're gonna kick Baloth. Oh no, actually, never mind. We can't. Okay, so we need to quickly pop inside and do one thing, which is we need to check. Actually, never mind.
I've got
Before we do that,
Great peril yields great beauty.
before we do that, we need to check over here whether she has what I need.
Is all.
Whoops. We need to. We're gonna remove Baloth, and then he's gonna whine at me.
What do you want?
Okay. She has no
Life is a luck,
No
my
ring.
lady.
Okay, good. Just checking. You want to be sure.
I care not. This way.
Is there really no one else you can bother?
Something?
Now the key is that we can't have 20 reputation when we talk to the other guys. So.
I hope you're satisfied. Look at my cloak. Yes, at last some protection.
Okay, so we're moving
Protection
Baldur.
for you.
Nate.
I cannot give
You're a
my
queer
approval
this
for
way.
what we've just done.
It's so funny. Trying to figure out who stole my Ring of Fire Resistance. Is it Dorn?
Mongering riffraff.
Is it Dorn? Where's my ring? Where is my last party member? Why did you just stop?
Great peril yields great beauty.
I don't get it. Sometimes people just stop at total random. He was moving in this direction, otherwise he wouldn't have been here, so what the hell?
I've done had enough of
That's a pathing, well, I don't know about pathing, but that's an issue that I don't think happened in the base game. I think that's
Well met. My blade is wasted in this place. Do you have need of it?
okay. Why did I just get all the options? Oh, because I have them all in my party at the same time. Oh, you have to have them all at the same time. Okay, so he doesn't have it either. Where's my ring? That's weird.
Yep.
That's someone else, you filthy swine.
It's not Viconia, is it?
I've
Oh
done
no.
you if you save the day.
If Viconia or Chartil have my fire ring, I'm not getting it back.
You need only ask.
Alright, let's see. Build one, and we're gonna kick Dorn. Now that we've taken some arrows from him. Yep.
You shouldn't make a habit of committing mistakes like this.
Okay.
Make it up. If you change your mind, I shall be
So,
your friendly army.
we are now ready, I believe. Ooh, she's almost got access to level 4 spells.
I'm gone.
We're now ready to head here, I guess. So we're going to Baldur's Gate, and we're going to have a good time here. The birds.
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Good day to thee, young one. What a marvelous happenstance that we should again cross paths, especially in such a grand city as this. Ah, I see by thine eyes that thou have no time for my wry banter. 'Tis true our meeting was no accident, though I do honestly take pleasure in seeing thee again. So what brings you here? Oh, all citizens of the Sword Coast eventually passed through this Baldur's Gate, and I knew thou wouldst as well. Forgive my continued meddling, but I believe it's warranted, especially considering the pressures thou art confronting. My pestering of thee certainly pales in comparison to the influence thou hast felt from others, including thine own self. Orion raised thee as best he could, but 'tis hard enough to overcome what is bred in the bone. Much more so in this case, I would imagine. That's an interesting... It's hard to overcome what's bred in the bone. That is a strange thing to say. So clearly there's something weird with my heritage. So what do you know about Greg? What do you want with me is not what she cares about. She doesn't care about... He obviously wants something from her. He thinks that she's important for something. So what do you know about Gorion gives at least some indication potentially of our past, which could, because Gorion is in the past at this point. So knowing more about our past might tell us about what our history is. I would prefer to be able to just directly ask him more about our history. But he was long my friend, and we talked often. the less after he settled down would be. He was quite the traveler in his day, though he never regretted his new role as foster father. He felt a stable childhood would better prepare thee for, well, the problems that would eventually come. He cared deeply for thee. I hope this was not lost on you. And I'm going to go with number 2. He was a good man. Because, I mean, Ryan seemed like a good guy. I was not suggesting that thou wouldst do otherwise. Whatever the motives, independence is always wise course to follow. My worry is that thy lineage is harder to escape than most. Thou hast bad blood in thee, though Ryan did what he could to teach thee well and true. Thou hast hungry blood within thee as well, and it will not let thee go without a fight. For better or for worse, what's bred in the bone will be dealt with in time. I trust thou hast the will to face what is within thee. Number 1 is more fitting for like the sort of sentiment. Number 2 is a little more wishy-washy, but it's not that. It doesn't include the incredibly important word try. Like, I'll try my best, or I'll do my best. It's I'll do what is best. So I kind of like number 2 because it's confident, but not like
Death to all who dare to oppose me.
Which is not the kind of thing that Eldra is going to say too much. That's more my thing. So I'll go number 2. I'm sure the future will be kind to thee. For now, I will give you my best wishes, and a few names that will serve thee well. Scar of the Flaming Fist is a good man and well worth trusting. His superior, Duke Elton, is also a good sort. Both are to be believed when they speak. I take my leave, and I wish thee well. Now, that's an important thing that he just said there. He just told us, because, I mean, this guy is a very well-known meddler, but he's generally, generally a good guy. So, if he says that we can trust these people, then I don't think he's going to lie about that. So we're going to go into this inn here. Anything interesting going on?
I've done had enough of this.
No assassins? What is this crap?
Had enough of this.
Where'd the assassins go? This is ridiculous. If you people want my business, you'd better get more assassins. Huh. Disgusting.
This way.
Alright, so we're going to...
Just as my clan was long ago.
The Shop of Silence.
I'm gone.
Oh, that's the person.
Be ye friend or be ye dead?
Night children wayward, are you? Well, you're welcome here so long as you keep your manners about you. There's a cost each head kept safe, but I do not feel like charging today. Please rest a while with no worries. Oh, interesting. Ooh, she sells cloaks of protection. A cloak of protection +1 might be worthwhile to pick up. It allows us to use a slot that is not ring, so we're going to go ahead and pick this up. We're not going to pick up anything else, I don't think, but that's good enough for now. And let's see, Sod can go ahead and equip that. That gives him 1 AC, so a Kobold will only hit him on a 10. That was hard. So we've got Commoner. I'm just looking for name folk. So we're going to go ahead and exit out south. We're not actually leaving, but we want to unlock that. Anything else? Any other buildings that look promising? There's the Elf Song Tavern here. We can save again. We just entered Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate entered. So let's go into the Elf Song.
What you want?
I wonder if there's an elf that's singing.
Yep.
Hey, Cotternus. What's up? You do not look like a fighter. Aye, you be fighters and mages and monsters killer us all be. Well, we're not all fighters and we're not all mages, but at least one of us is both. Let's see. The roads be lined with bandits of every ilk and description, but the most fearsome be them monstrous hobgoblins. Do us all a favor and put up blade in their gut. That doesn't... Okay, well, we already killed a bunch of them. What's up, Rebel? Oh my god, that is disturbing.
Want to have a bit of your time? Ooh, this is exciting, isn't it? Oh, wait, you wouldn't think so. You're probably used to it. Ah, yes, well, yeah, how do I approach this? You're higher? I mean, I need a job done. Get my intent? A job done. Strictly hush hush, I believe you would say.
And yes, it's important to do the whole experience, not just the voice. Let's see. I'm gonna go with number 1. Like, just tell me what you want.
I should like to procure your talents for a unique price, though it's not like you would have anything to do anything socially untoward. Well, perhaps a bit, though not so much untoward as illegal.
Uh-huh. Let's see. I'm gonna go with number 1, I guess, because that seems like a reasonable response. Number 4 is something that I could imagine Aldrea saying, but probably not in this situation, and probably not this iteration of Aldrea, because she doesn't really have a lot of experience with the underworld, having been raised in Candlekeep. So, like, the kinds of wording that the underworld might use is not something that she would. Holy crap. You think I dropped the fire resistance ring on the floor of the Temple of the Friendly Army? How did you even find that out? Okay, so I'll go take a look. If I did that, then I'm an idiot, and if it despawned, then I will be very sad, because they do despawn if you spend too much time on the map, I think. So we're gonna go with number 1. Straight to the point and serious as the... What am I doing? This isn't his voice.
Straight to the point and as serious as the subject demands. Certainly you are the cream of the larcenous crop. For retrieving but one object, I will give you 500 gold. No killing, and only the one item is to be taken. Dashing banditry just for the like in songs and bards.
So just tell me what the actual job is and why you're willing to take some risks.
Oh, it's a marvelous drink and a wondrously curious little toy from distant London. What do they call it? Oh yes, a telescope of all things. It's a misleading name for such an interestingly crafted artifact. Golden extra farcia would have suited its craftsmanship so much better. There's not another like it on this side of the trackless sea. Most gnomes have a fixation of sorts, but I don't share that love of gems that possesses my kin. I prefer the feel of metal and the intricacies of the mechanical. Not that I necessarily understand the function, but it's not right for such an item to be locked away regardless. It was meant to be used and held by loving hands. And if those items just happen to be mine, all the more the better. The telethingy is on display at the Hall of Wonders, and were it in the possession of anyone else, it might be purchasable. No doubt you know that the Hall of Wonders is an extension of the High House, the Temple of Gond. Being a god of artifice and invention, his followers take to revering mechanical devices, and will not part with the original at any price. It's not as though they can make proper use of such things, keeping them behind locked doors where loving hands can't explore the subtleties. The title of what's it was made to be used, not worshipped. It must be in the hands of someone who can truly appreciate it. Not to be immodest, but that someone is me. I suppose I might buy a replica, but would you wish to copy a diamond? It's just not the same. You know, I don't think that Aldrea would have. She's not necessarily fond of stealing, but these aren't the people who made the artifact. This is important to know. Like, or well, I don't know. This doesn't seem like it. It seems like this is a foreign thing that
was made by someone on the other side of the trackless sea. Some foreigners made this, and the people in the Temple of Gond are now worshiping it, which is dumb, right? Like the Aldrea would definitely not be fond of that. She agrees that these kinds of things are meant to be used. If you make something cool, you use it. So she would have sympathies with him in that regard and be like, okay, so this is a reasonable job. But at the same time, 500 gold is nothing. That is a completely irrelevant amount of money, and this job involves potentially getting arrested by the law enforcement in this area. So I'm going to go with number 3, not because Aldrea is particularly greedy, but because this job, Aldrea has some level of sympathy for the guy, but at the same time, it's not worth doing for 500 gold. And this telescope thing is not important enough to get into a fight with the Temple of Gond over. So I'm going to go with 3.
It's a risky venture, I'll grant you that. Perhaps I can sweeten the prospect a bit. I'll add a magical item for my personal collection. It will be difficult to part with one of my treasures, but I definitely think it's worth it. Will that suffice? Okay. I mean, that might be reasonable. Okay, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll take a look and see what we can do. I wish that there was an option for we'll see what we can do. Wonderful. Oh, this is so bad of me. Well, I shall leave you to your preparations. It will certainly be a test of metal entering the hall. I imagine a more experienced roustabout such as yourself will case the joint thoroughly, eh? Get the guards scheduled down and all that. Oh, if only I could be part of it. It's thrilling, like the songs of legend. I'll meet you back here once the burglary is announced. It's too much fun.
I care not.
Okay, so this guy is obviously some sort of nobleman or something. Like, that seems clear to me. So, let's see. We are going to... It's so tempting to leave right now just to get to my ring, which Goru 9 has told me supposedly is on the floor of the friendly art. Why on earth did I drop it there? That doesn't make any sense. Who does that? Sirdanaka. Lady Aelith.
What's your this way?
I mean, maybe I turned in a quest and somebody gave me a gem and it dropped those rings.
Hello, pal.
Can I help you, friend? If not, please do not hesitate to get out of my face. You're interrupting my fun. Okay.
Yep, I've done had enough of this. Something you require?
Good eve to you. I'm Aelith, the owner and proprietor. I trust the elf song will fit your needs, whatever they should be. I should be wary of the clientele if I were you. Everyone's quite on edge of late.
I'm gonna go with number 2. So why is it such a big deal here?
We've lost more than the average citizen. We've lost the lady. Often we're blessed by the strange phantom voice. It's an elvish maiden lamenting the lost love of the drowned sea. Her voice is quite beautiful, and the reason I purchased this establishment in the first place. She's not uttered a note for nigh unto several 10 days. Surely it is an omen of sorts, though I cannot say of what. I would have thought the economic troubles in the land too paltry to affect the concerns of the dead, but matters are often far more complicated than they seem. I suppose they are often simpler as well, though that truth does not support my argument quite as well. Forget I mentioned it. Enjoy your stay. Interesting. So that's interesting. So why did... Let's talk to this merchant. Ruffian.
I've got the best prices this side of Cormier.
Topside is crutch. Ooh. Another amulet of... And this is a shield amulet. I might actually buy this, just because it's so cheap. This is... How is it only 410? That is kind of ridiculous. Okay, we don't need protection. Alright, so let's see who can wear the Protector +1. Oh, anyone have the ability to... Everybody has... Yeah, she has a protection ring. He has a ring, a cloak. Ring, armor. Okay.
I care not.
So we don't need any more protection gear like that. If I find more stuff that isn't a ring, then I'm definitely going to pick it up because I want to have more options. But actually, even then, I think I have one. If I find another
What
cloak,
you want?
then probably. If I find anything else, man. So we've got more commoners here. So we've now gone to 2 separate inns.
This way.
You know why the elf is not singing anymore? My guess is that it's because these people don't have the proper assassins that they should be keeping around their... Mick Feely? Really?
Ew, pal.
Speedy delivery coming through. Must inform the Grand Dukes of Nashkel mines liberation. They must be told iron supplies will return to normal once trade routes are reliable once again. Speedy delivery coming through. Okay, so we can go over to the left.
I've done had enough.
And
of
we've
this.
unlocked a new area. And it's huge. Maltz.
Welcome to my home.
Hello there, I'm Maltz. I know my place doesn't look like much to store, but I think it suits my purposes quite nicely. What is it you'd like? Oh, he sells stuff. I'm going to... Ooh, I could buy a bunch of arrows. Let's do that. Let's buy them in bronze. More hammer, I guess. I should have sold that more hammer. I think I have another more hammer. It's fine though. I mean, I've got the
Yep.
Morning Stars. Morning Stars are better than those anyway. Oh, but he's not. Yeah, he's good. Whoops. Mistakes were made. Oh well, we'll just have to find another Warhammer. Wow, he really does not have enough space. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and give this to her. You know who we should give this to? We're actually gonna give this to him. And he's not gonna equip it immediately, but that is actually going to be used on Yeslik as opposed to anyone else. Because Yeslik,
You're a queer fellow.
if he loses Constitution, it's not a big deal. If Aldrea loses Constitution, it's actually a really big deal. So that will prevent her from regenerating until I fix it.
You need something?
It would definitely make his save versus death worse, but his other saves would improve a little bit. I think they'd improve by 2 each because it's going to drop his...
What you want? This way.
It might only increase them by 1 each. Dropping Constitution on a dwarf has certain consequences that are not to be ignored. So let's see. We're going to talk to Halbazar Drin, or to let's talk to Ordulinian first.
Yeah, mate.
Ah, weary adventurers, the roads of this fair city are lined with fools, are they not? And 2 of the greatest are Archeon and Nemphir. Necromancers fighting over trinkets and baubles of little use or value, I assure you. They're more trouble than they're worth. You're better off steering clear of them, okay?
Yes?
And who might you be then, hmm? Come to check out the wares of old Halbazar? Well, be quick about it. And mind you don't get fidgety when we talk payment. You knew when you came in the door that my wares were magical. Premium items demand a premium price. So he sells a battle axe +1. Ooh, the Thresher +2. That's kind of cool. +2 Morningstar. And we've got Flail on Morningstar. He sells a bunch of potions. That is really crazy, actually. There's a lot of places where we can get that stuff. So we got hold person, non-detection, ice storm, ghost armor, Melf's minute meteors. We have blindness, which we already have. We have blur. We're gonna get both of these. Spell spells. Mirror image. Haste. I don't know how important haste is. It doesn't feel like it's terribly important for us in this playthrough. He has 20 copies of Greater Malison. So we're going to go ahead and pick up... Why can't I choose how many I want to buy? Buy 6 copies of Greater Malison. And Spirit Armor is pretty good. And here's Remove Curse, Secret Word. Oh, he only has 1 copy of that. Alright, and Polymorph Self. We really want Polymorph Self. Oh, we can buy multiple copies of this. Polymorph Self is a very important spell. By the way, the reason that we're picking up 6 is not because we intend to use them as scrolls, it's just because I anticipate failing. So, same with this. And we're actually running kind of low on money, so I think that's all I'm going to do. I think that's the really important stuff handled. They save at -4. It's slow. So things that don't have magic resistance, you can pummel with slow. Because if you had Greater Malison along with casting slow and Doom, that slow is going to be saved against at a -10. So, I mean, that's going to be really a difficult thing to do. Oh, I already have Blur. Okay, so we're going to give Blur to her. We give Melf's minute meteors to Mira, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to give it to Emily because Emily will have better tobacco? I think we want to give it to Emily because Emily's tobacco is going to be better than hers. So we'll save this. Mission successful. Okay, so Imoen now has her 3rd level spell that she's going to be using. Let's see. She has a lot of weird spells. I'm going to pick up slow because it's more likely to... So minor global invulnerability is level 4 spell, which means that we just need to try it on her. Succeed. Slow is a 3rd level spell. Polymorph Self. Luckily, I don't have too much risk of failure with these things, so we're going to do this. We can afford to fail almost twice with each character. Secret word is her. Here we go. Well, Chaos we have 3 extra copies of. Wow. Okay, well that works. And wow, that is really shitty. What is the spell learn chance for these people? So, chance to learn spell is 75%. Chance to learn spell for her is 85%, and chance for her is 75%. So these two both have 75% chance to fail, sorry, to succeed, and we had a less than 50% learn rate on those. Get a million extra copies of Greater Malice. So we just gained a little bit of experience from that, which is good, but we didn't learn Ghost Armor on her, which is unfortunate, or Spirit Armor rather. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We have a long way to go before it becomes relevant.
I care not.
So, anything else that I want to do here? I don't do anything.
I am gone.
Oh, so this guy, we're going to go upstairs. Maybe? This is a mini staircase that just is used for getting access to these books. So we're going to save and go up. And we're going to save the game again. Oh look, what a cute little party invading our space. We were preparing a ritual and you all but ruined it. What? This is a store. Thank you for your wonderful display of simian logic. Now scram. For your information, a number of important sociological and psychological theorists have posited that stores exist in an intermediate space, neither private nor public in nature, but combining elements of both. Displays at store windows, for instance, can be best viewed as mental constructs projected onto the public consciousness as a means of engendering mass conformity, derived solely from the supposedly private domain of consumer choice. Ah! It's enough to drive one mad! Make it stop! Make it stop! Oh shit, they're attacking. Okay. I'll make it stop. Okay, so... so funny. I don't want to cast that directly on him, actually. Because I'm not sure if it'll work.
What is it this time?
And anything else we need to do? Maybe. We're gonna wait on her. Why did he get a casting failure? So, there are several of them. He did mention that there's multiple of them. That is something that he outright stated. We do not have a lot of stuff. Since he tried, I don't know what he tried to cast, but whatever he tried to cast, it failed. Oh, he's held. And his friends do not appear to be helping him yet. So we're going to go ahead and shoot him to death, and then we will deal with his friends after. Because his friends might not actually either A, recognize that the ritual has been disrupted, because you're in the middle of a ritual, sometimes you just don't, like, interact with the outside world. You know, it happens to the best of us. But beyond that, this guy is being really, like, needlessly aggressive, so I don't even know if his friends have decided that it's a good idea to help him. So we're going to hide in shadows. We're going to save the game.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
And one of these guys is silenced. So
Training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
William Garst is silenced. So that's this guy. Right here. Oh shit. Well, he's not silenced anymore. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Can I? Oh wait, he's in range now. Okay, so they just cast horror on him. We're gonna try to cast a hold person spell over here.
You ran?
We're actually gonna cast 2. And then we're going to have... Oh shit, we need someone else to start beating the crap out of this guy. Oh. Wow, I still got my spell off. Okay, we're gonna have to reload. So, you know, mistakes were made. Okay, so it looks like these guys will help each other. They just don't help him for some reason. That's interesting. So what we're gonna do is we're going to send him forward so that we can, like, see these guys. And then we are going to shoot that guy in the face and then start casting Hold Person on him. Because his friends are then going to approach him, and since his friends are going to approach him, okay, so one of them is held and that's it. I should have just cast Silence. Like right off the bat. Unfortunately, yeah, Karan's gonna die because I don't have the ability to deal with that. Okay, so I guess what we could do, because we managed to silence one of them just now, and what we're gonna try to do, I guess, is we do have another silence spell. We're just gonna cast another silence in the middle here. So Ulam is now silenced. I don't know if this guy's still silenced. I don't think he is.
What do you mean? I've got this.
They both saved, which is bad because that means that the next spell that comes in.
You're a queer fellow. What you want? I'm gone.
I am prepared. I shall greet for the dusk.
Tell me.
Oh, I don't have any chance. Okay. That is 2 Melfs. 2 Melfs on one target is probably too much to handle. Yeah, I can't deal through that. Damn it. Okay, so we got the silence on one of them. I guess we're gonna need to bring more people into this. Oh, I forgot that Rasad has his thinger. Oops. Okay, so one of the silence, or rather, the only silence that we have is gone now. He failed inside the shadows. So we're going to go ahead and cast this right here. All made their save. You know, I wonder if Dispel Magic works on Melfs.
Wherever fate takes me.
Okay, we are going to actually
What do you need?
recast Remove Fear.
Yes. Great peril yields great beauty.
Okay, since we're precasting Remove Fear, we don't have to worry about the first line of spells that they cast. So what we're going to do is do the same thing we just did, only with a precasted Remove Fear.
What are you need?
If we So 2 of them are held. So we need to just bum rush the last one.
Give it to me straight. You want it? You've got it.
Even the most prolific adventurer must take some time to rest.
Spell failed.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look.
Okay.
I'm tired.
My training did not prepare me
So the first one's down, and now we just need to finish the rest of them off. And that should go very fast because we can't miss. And this is actually a huge amount of experience, too. Each one of these guys is worth over 1,000 experience.
I've done had enough of this.
Okay,
What? I've got this.
we have a ring here. Ooh, spider spawn. Ooh, luck. More luck. What kind of weird ass spell that I can't cast over here. So we have mage robes of fire resistance. Let's see. Okay, we don't have any identify stuff. So. And spider spawn is. I'm gonna just put on Aldrea. I'm not going to be actually casting it during the game, really. But I don't know, it seems like a fun thing for Aldrea to have. Okay, so we have a mage robe of cold resistance here. The mage robe of cold resistance is actually not terribly useful because we have the belt of antipode. But we could conceivably use
Tell
it
me. You want
to...
it? You've got it.
And I'm actually going to check this. I'm going to check what the maximum is for resists, because in Icewind Dale you could only get up to 120%, and with the Belt of Antipode we can actually get to 140%. So let's take a look at what our actual resistance is. It's 127%. So they've got the same cap in place that there was in the other one, I think. So let's put this on again. We do not want to take triple damage from fire. That's actually something interesting, is that if you have negative resistances in this, I believe you do not take the full double damage, because basically you can see that I take bonus damage. Then again, maybe not. I guess it's kind of a 50% less damage. I don't actually know how that works. I guess they do stack multiplicatively, so yeah, it should actually quadruple my damage from the default, which is doubling my damage. I was thinking that they stacked additively, which they do not.
Here, stop a moment. I've got a word or two you need to hear.
Ah, you're a fine group of mercenaries, aren't you? Leastwise, that's the word on the street. If you do the odd job here and there, I have a boss who'd like to word with you if you spare the time.
You don't ask for free, though, and here be 50 gold just to hear him out. Okay, well, read on, why not?
Fair choice of action. Now follow me. I'll show you the way to the guild. If you're asked the password, it's Fofford. And when you're in the guild, just look for a man named Alatos Ravenscar Fewbild.
Okay, so we've been suggested that we head to a guild. We assume it's the Thieves Guild, because what other guild would be heading with that?
Yeah, I know the password. It's Fafford. That's right, pal. You can go in now.
Ooh, royal speed. Well, I mean, it is the Thieves Guild. Yoink. It is the Thieves Guild after all. Speaking of which, we should probably detect... Oh, we don't have anyone who can detect traps. Never mind.
I swear she drops her purse and I just picked it up for her. I never did. Wait a sec. You're no guard, just a noisy ne'er-do-well interrupting my pickings. Off lest I pin you up floor-wise.
Okay. Why would you think I'm a guard? I know the password. So rogue.
Daggers drawn with him, and he drops the swag and runs.
Here now, I know you. New sneaksman you be. Though I cannot see no need, Alatos need but look at it. Home for to find of dab of thievery. What the hell? Mayhaps we be best testing your talent. For your rank riders bungle the score. You up for me task?
I have no idea what you just said. Do you speak common? You be no thief if you can't speak the cant. You talk to Alatos before you get killed. Now hop up the twig and get thee hence, you jackanapes. I'm actually gonna reload and see what happens if I say
I'm
2.
gone.
I'm just curious. I'm probably gonna reload and say 1 again after anyway, because like
So eyes and daggers drawn with it.
Aldrea is not the type to get really irritated at someone. We'll spy your talent soon enough. You but need to keep an eye on this first night. I and Red Edge will command the taking. The mark be a noble house aside from splurging sturgeon. Gold to split thrice amongst the followed. Soon by new mark, if you please. What? Up to the deed? I think I have more important stuff to do. I'm right knackered, wasted on dark on your curb, Poggy. The mark is off and you'll be done with me. Better things to do with my time than that. Okay, so here's Black Lily. Oh, interesting that. Oh, well,
I'm gone.
there's a nice little book here. I wonder where'd that come from. Oh, I wonder what that is.
Done had enough
Anyway.
of this.
It can't possibly be anything super important.
Yeah, I've done had enough.
Some random book in a box. Huh.
Greetings, fellow rogues.
My name's Wilson. I've heard quite a bit about your exploits. You've got the Iron Throne from trouble, haven't you? I'd like to talk to a bunch of you. What says you? Okay. You're the merchantman tangling with the Iron Throne, aren't you? Well, I'm gruesome. And I can't just informed on most of your doings. Listen well what I got to tell you. You know what? I hate the Iron Throne. They took my store, my money, and my wife. They should have my whole life, they did. Excuse me. Now all I've got is this damn horsefish. I think I used to work for the manure piles. So, what do you want to talk to us about? Well, I wanted to talk about the Iron Throne. Ask me anything about the manure eaters and all that. I worked for them, remember? No, I did not understand that, but okay, now I get it. So who are the leaders? Leader of the Iron Throne. There's Real Tower. He's the big guy. We have a note from him. Sent by an even bigger guy down in Sembria. This whole operation is crazy. You got 2 other guys, Brunos and Daldorn. Bruce is big, dumb, drunk half-ogre. Damn half-breed can never hold his liquor. Daldorn's a pansy. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. There's Sherlock. He's the son of Real Tower. He's a mean cuss. Is that enough for you guys or you want to know more? Okay, well, what's their plan? The Throne's plan is he wants to make money. Always more money. But I know this. The leaders, the 3 big ones, they're going to Candlekeep there. Something big, something huge is going to happen there. I'm tired now. I need some home and sleep. You should never need me. I'll be at the Elson Tavern. Goodbye. So he said that the leaders are those people, and that they are going to be heading to Candlekeep, which is interesting. So we can go to Narlin. Is he someone I need to talk to? No, he's not someone I need to talk to. Screw that guy. So Alatos Ravensguard.
Welcome, my little friends. Please relax and keep your weapons at your sides.
I simply must apologize for the matter of my thieves. I suppose a thieves' guild must keep a measure of malice about it, but it does tend to put a cloud over introductions. I'm Alatos Theobald, though I thank you not to mention that too often. You're Aldrea, of course. Be not surprised, there's very few people in Baldur's Gate I cannot name. You've been here only a few days and have already made quite a stir. I've been here mere moments, in fact. I have not been here for days at all. I've been here hours at the least. You are not very well informed, sir. Though there might be reasons for him to think that I've been here for a few days. Interestingly enough, within the context of this game. Kind of interesting. And intimidating and scary, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna go with number 2. I don't know that I'd say it's flattering, but I mean, obviously that's the more cynical approach, so we're gonna go with number 2. Oh, I don't intend to flatter, merely to assure you that you've been watched since you entered the city. As is for my intent, I do have a proposition for your group to consider. A small task, really, best suited to someone unknown here. So I'm going to go with number 1, because it seems like if your point is not to be seen at all, then you shouldn't need an outsider. Shrewd, very shrewd. I do indeed have many fine individuals of exceptional skill, but a large number of them are vacationing at the garrison this season. The guard have been exceptionally vigilant, and with the banditry on the roads, and to their credit, they've captured several of my best people. I am sure in the history of the guilds, we're the first to experience a shortage of thieves. Interesting. I'm not sure I believe you. I would think that they would catch the worst thieves first as opposed to the better thieves. So the better thieves are probably going to be sent on more complicated jobs, I suppose. So we'll go with number 2. It's quite the bit of intrigue, actually. A local wizard by the name of Chandala makes his home in a moored Halron skyship. It would appear that he has knowledge to reproduce these flying marvels and is currently organizing the sale of the recipe to the Grand Duchess Leah Janeth. He's drawn up a set of rituals and has procured an artifact fragment and an ancient statuette vital to the spell to keep the ships aloft. These he's divided amongst his daughter until the deal is to proceed. I've been contacted by a representative of the Halorins, and they have no wish to see scores of flying ships manufactured in every port. You're to infiltrate the places of exchange, steal the ingredients, and return here with them. Simple enough. You'd be well paid, enough gold to give you a backache, and if I'm well pleased, mayhaps a magical weapon or two. Perhaps a little more, perhaps a little less. It entirely depends on your performance. That's an interesting one. Yeah, I'm going to go with number 2. Also, I'm not sure that Aldrea would even want to do this in the first place. I'm going to go with number 2. I see. Well, having carefully considered your terms, I've decided that you are in no position to speak to me in such a manner. My offer is more than generous, and you could not hope to do better unless you burgled the ducal palace itself. You have but a yes or a no to choose from. Let's see. I don't think that Aldrea would do this. I'm gonna go with number 3, which is like, I mean, he called me here. He wants me. So I don't know that like the gold in the purse thing, but like he is not setting terms. He is being very evasive here. So I'm gonna go with number 3. But beyond that, this is not something that Aldrea would do. Aldrea would not be one to hinder scientific progress for the sake of, anything, really. So I'm going to go number 3. Well, I suppose I should thank you for showing your true nature right away. It saves me the time. I'd have spent evaluating you. No need for it now, no need to ask if you'll take the job. I'll not have you work for me. And you know too much to leave, so I'll just have you killed now. I wish I could say it's been nice. Goodbye. Interesting.
What do you need?
So he's attacking me, which is absolutely insane. And we are going to probably have her cast Invis. Yes. She's going to go ahead and
go invis, and he's gonna get inside. Because the whole... Yeah, the whole guild turns hostile.
I understand.
What is it this time?
What you want?
And let's see, what else am I gonna do? So we're gonna attack this guy. Ressar here is...
You rang?
Okay, so...
Tell me.
We need everybody to be in Golden Girdle's Ernst. He has a Destroyer of the Hills. He should have a Golden Girdle. Where is my other one? Rasad. Okay, so... But yeah, Aldrea would definitely be unwilling to do this guy's job, so... We need to get this mage under control right now. We could try to blind him, and I think that's what we're gonna do. She doesn't have anything to do, so I'm just gonna walk her inside and call it a day. Save versus spell, that's very not good. Okay, actually we're gonna have him continue attacking this guy. And we're gonna cast a hold person on this guy. And a chant, I guess.
I look forward to your instructions.
I care not.
And we're gonna cast a blindness on Ressar again. Ressar has been very slow to respond. Boom! He hasted them all, but he's held, and so are the thieves that got hasted, except for one, I guess. So, unfortunately, Rasad is currently under attack, and we have to focus on the boss. The boss himself can not be blinded. We have... I'm gonna cast a hold person spell. We're gonna get Rasad out of here, because Rasad can't handle this guy. And it's time to start focus firing this mage. So we're gonna have her get over here. And we actually need to get all the help, guys. We're not focusing the boss for damage because the boss is gonna be difficult to hit. So we cannot hold him anymore. We are done with those. We're gonna cast Protection from Evil on him. We need to give him everything we can do to help him out, but we already have, kinda, so... He's hitting on an 11 against Yeslik? He's dealing piercing damage, not flashing. Ah, because he's got a dagger. So we're gonna equip this.
Give it to me straight.
He's gonna be a difficult guy to deal with, though. So what we're doing here is we're gonna just keep healing him to keep him up. And because him alone is not gonna deal enough damage to cause a problem for me. It's only once his friends start dealing a bunch of damage that I'm gonna have any trouble at all. She does not have her shield equipped, so we're gonna give her that. I mean, that's a rat right there. Okay, so that guy's toast. We just got 4,000 experience from him? Holy crap. Okay. So I'm going to have these two get this guy.
You're a queer fellow.
Rang?
Keep your straw and sticks. Only stone protects pigs.
Okay, so this guy does not have a lot of AC, I assume.
You load 16 tons. What do you get?
Healed 16. That's great. Okay, so we've got a chant out. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to get Imoen out of the way. And continue beating on this guy. She's actually inside of him, so I think that Imoen might be okay. Nope. Yes! Imoen is not getting inside of him. Great. So Imoen should be able to attack him. And he's toast. Alatos Ravensguard's Theobald is dead. We don't get any experience for him? That's some bullshit. Okay, so that is hilarious. Okay, I cannot believe that that just happened.
I've done had enough of this.
Did he seriously? Was he working through a proxy or something? There's no way that the leader of the Thieves Guild in Baldur's Gate has a +1 dagger as all that he has to his name. There's just no way. So we have a Fire Shield spell. That's okay. Oh, we have another Wand of Paralyzation. We can go ahead and level up Rasad. He's now level 5, so he's starting to catch up a bit. His Thaco is reduced by 1, and we can give him more Hide and Shadow skill, which will allow him to scout a bit. And let's see. Okay, so he does have a fighter.
You're a queer fellow.
I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this to him. No. I'm gonna give it to Imoen. There we go. Done. Okay. So we can't identify this. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and equip our buckler, and we're just gonna explore the Thieves Guild, I guess, because I can't believe he didn't give me experience. Wait, why are you? What are you? Oh, he's blurred because of the stat. I gotcha.
I shall commit to the task.
The blur effect is coming from that cursed item that he's got.
Great peril yields great beauty.
Yep, I'm gone.
What is it this time?
Okay, so we're just gonna fight our way through the rest of the thieves that are around here, and then we'll call it a day. Well, that's not call it a day. We're not ending the stream there. That's not what's happening. But oh, hello. Well, throw your daggers and spell, and let's have at her.
What do you need?
I will show you justice.
So we are like single-handedly taking out the Thieves Guild of Baldur's Gate. That's so funny. Goodbye, Narlin. Wow, he was worth a lot of experience.
This way. This way.
I need to give her a stick. clunk. Chunky bits flying everywhere.
What is your bidding? Luck be a lady.
So this is probably trapped. Trapped and empty. Best combination. Also, max damage on every single one of those? That is lame. Okay, I don't understand how it is that the Thieves Guild doesn't have any, like, treasure. Is this like some sort of front organization for the real Thieves Guild or something? They have a lot of magic missile traps. I'm actually gonna reload them. Do the, whoops. God damn it, I was not trying to do that at all. Just because I don't really feel like spending more time resting than I have to. I'm just gonna unlock all of these. I figure they all are pretty much just decoys, but I can get the experience for unlocking them. And let's go over here. Let's see if this chick over here is hostile. Oh shit, she is.
What you wanted, you got it.
What you want?
Really?
I will
Oh.
show you justice.
Tell me. I've got
What a
it.
coincidence.
I understand.
We have similar thoughts regarding the relative value of each other's lives.
Healer needed right
Holy
here.
crap. She just hit on an 18. Or rather, a 17 for 18 points of piercing damage. How do you even do 18 piercing damage with a frickin' dagger? Like, what is she doing? How strong are you, Black Lily? Because that's a 9 with a D4 weapon.
Don't worry about me.
Oh, okay, no. She's got a short sword. So D6. So she has a +3 to damage coming from somewhere. That's pretty impressive still.
I've done had enough of this.
Oh, there's another room over here.
Hi, friend.
I've done had enough of this. I've done
Okay,
had enough
so
of this.
that guy didn't get the memo, which is good. But yeah, we basically just cleared out the entire Thieves Guild. And talk about making a splash on your first day in the area.
Even the most prolific adventurer must take some time to rest.
I've done
Casting
had
spells
enough of
isn't
this.
as easy as I make it look.
Alright, well, let's pop out.
My training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
Oh, there's a tavern over here. I'm gonna have to go there. There's a barrel over here. There's a gold ring. Save the game. But yeah, I'm doing this sort of like completionist in the sense that I want to do all of the content that I can, but I'm still not going to accept quests
I've done
and
had
do
enough
quests
of
that
this.
I don't think Aldrea would reasonably do. Aldrea is going to think about doing that quest that involves stealing something from the Temple of Wonders. She's going to think about it because it's not a guarantee, right? She might decide to do it, she might not. Keys Tavern, but there's no entrance. Ah, it's over here. Jeez.
I've done had enough of this.
What do you need? You want it, you got it.
What you
It's
want?
amazing how many random places there are in this game that are just not really used for anything, apparently.
I'm gone.
Is this a Thieves Guild entrance? Yes, it is. And so was this. But this one isn't labeled. Alright, so we've finished this area, it looks like. And anything else we need to do here? So, oh, there's a door here. Okay, it's locked. We're not going to break into anyone's houses, so that's it for there. We're gonna save this, so his guild destroyed. So that's the thing that happened. We are going to pop out of here and head to Friendly Armin because we want to check. What do you, oh.
I look forward to your instruction.
I've got this.
So we're heading to the temple because one of my viewers said that it's there. So hopefully it will be there, and we will be like, yay, we've got a fire resistance ring, and if it's not there, then I will be very, very, very upset because it will then probably despawn. And I don't...
hope you're satisfied.
Keep it up.
No! Don't leave me here, you moronic miscreant! Don't let me die at the hands of pale-skinned barbarians!
But it's so much fun to let you die at the hands of pale-skinned barbarians. So I'm not... Versad isn't talking to me anymore. Like, he hasn't said anything.
I've got this.
There are no rings in here. Oh boy.
Don't worry about me.
I wish that items didn't despawn when they're on the ground.
Yep, I've done had enough of this.
That's actually a big issue. I'm gonna need to figure out what happened there. My guess is that my inventory was full when I completed some quest at some point. Someone gave me an item and I dropped it. I thought that I had just left it in one of my NPC's hands, but I don't think that's what happened. Because I was relatively careful about getting the important stuff out of those people's inventories. What's going on? Oh, God.
You want it? You got it.
And you can't set waypoints or anything either. I mean, you can... If I could set waypoints, then my life would be much easier, but you can't set waypoints. Why the hell is he not moving? So let's see. I might actually console that item in later. It depends on whether there's another copy somewhere in the game. I'm gonna have to look.
This way.
I think there's another copy in the game somewhere, so I think it'll be fine. But if there isn't another copy of that in the game, then I'm gonna have to. Because I can't get away with not having it. I need to have that fire resistance ring for certain things, because it's. Actually, then again, I don't necessarily need it because there is the fire resistance spell. So never mind, I'm fine. Even if I screwed up, I don't have to console it in because I have alternatives. And somebody has gotten confused again. What is going on with that? I don't remember people just randomly stopping in the middle of the street.
This way.
You want some whiskey?
Alright, we are going to take a nap. Just because people are tired. And by people, I mean Alright, no wait. Nero's tired too. We're gonna go ahead and take a nap. And you know, because it's such hard work clearing out a thieves guild.
I've done had enough of this.
And that also means that we can identify this. The Jester's Folly. Dex minus 50%, stealth minus 50%. That's pretty awesome. And let's see. Get everyone together. So now that we've done this, I think we're going to head into the sewers. Baldur's Gate is an interesting place because, like, there's just so much content all over the place. So we're gonna head into the sewers. Oh shit. Hi. So, some puny surface dwellers have come to their death. It'll just be extra treasure for my collection. My pets have been causing much anguish on your surface realms, haven't they? They've been so useful at collecting the surface pinklings. My pets use the flesh for food and I get the pretty treasure. My pets kill these intruders. And it didn't pause.
What you want?
And I encountered hostile enemies like it's supposed to.
Glad
As opposed to friendly enemies.
Yep. I've done had enough of this.
you'll be glad to.
Oh shit, there's another carrion crawler here.
I've done had enough of this.
Here a bit.
Will be done.
No boy. Man. He has like there's no way around this. We're gonna reload. Let's see. Wow, that was sudden. Is there another sewer entrance that is not directly on top of him? Because wow. That is a sewer grate, but I can't get in there. There we go. Let's go in this one. So we're going to go down this one just because that'll allow us to set up for the fight better. When you enter into an area, like, your party ends up in the weirdest, like,
What do you need?
setups, and I don't like
You need something?
to deal with that. So, he's got a lot of AC. We're going to send him forward. And there are two carrion crawlers there.
Terry Van Geddens will be done.
So, I don't actually know what they would hit on, but we're going to find out.
Tell me.
Your wish?
Because carrion crawlers are pretty beastly. They certainly hit on a 20. They hit on a 19. Oh, they deal crushing damage. I can fix that. I had to reload because he was going to die. He failed the saving throw. So crushing damage we can fix. Where are you? Crushing. Okay. So now against bludgeoning attacks, he has how much AC? So he's -4. So he's -11 AC versus crushing, which is not too shabby. It can be improved. Don't get me wrong. We can improve upon this. And we will. Oh yes, we will.
Yes? Your wish? I shall commit to the task.
What do you need? Don't worry about me.
You need something?
I am prepared.
Terry Van Geddens will be done.
I shall commit to the task.
Tell me. You want it? You've got it.
So what did that hit on? No, that was... The carrion crawler is still hitting on a 19. -11 AC is not nearly good enough, apparently. He's dead now. Yeah, he's gonna die. Okay, well, that's a problem. So, apparently -11 is not a good enough AC to handle the carrion crawlers, so we're going to have to kite them. We're going to see if we can find a decent place to kite. That is phase spider, which is my least favorite kind of spider.
As you will.
Your wit Selune guides my hand.
Whatever you need, be glad to.
I understand.
You need be glad to.
I don't actually need
I understand.
to, okay. Nothing I can do about that. This does give piercing defense, just not missiles, so... There's nothing I can do to improve his AC, so we're going to go ahead and load. Do we have another direction we can go? Because we need to kite something. Like, we need to... Well, actually, we could just fight one carrion crawler, and the hold isn't an instant death, exactly, whereas that poison is definitely instant death. The key is that we need to not have two carrion crawlers at the same time. So... There we go.
Huh, you're a queer fellow. What you want? I've done had enough of this.
What do you need?
You need be glad to.
So it's most likely going to miss. With most of its attacks, it'll miss. So it might, you know, we might get through the whole fight without it hitting once. We do not. He rolls a 19, and then he completely screws up his saving throw. And now he takes a bunch of damage that he doesn't need to take. Wow, look at all that extra damage coming in. That's so much damage that he just
Tell
took.
me.
Oh my god. Protection from evil won't help with this because they're not evil, they're carrion crawl. They're just like creatures.
I've got this.
Okay, I think I'm gonna kite this thing around with
Yes, luck be a lady.
Aldrea.
Give it to me. I've got this.
What is your bidding?
What do you need?
So we're gonna equip my large shield because I'm not injured.
Tell me. I've got this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. See Dimension Door on Nira, great.
Your wish?
So I'm gonna have
What is it? Stand back
I am prepared.
watch this.
I'm gonna try to get Rasad as close to it as possible.
I look forward. Selune
Unfortunately, I think Haran might be the closest. So now it's going to teleport to
Give it to me
Aldrea.
straight.
We actually want to keep it in the melee
Adventure on
What do you need? Don't worry about me.
form for now. There we go. So we've got it attacking Aldrea, and that I think is going to interrupt the chain back and forth. Imwin.
I care not this way.
Imwin can just move away. And then it's
Tell
going
me.
to
Yes,
Haran,
wherever
which I
fate
don't
takes me.
like.
Give it to you. Want it? You've got it.
What is your bidding? Life is adventure. Luck be a lady.
What do you need? I've got this.
I can actually kind of just melee kite this. Like, be a little tiny bit out of melee range most of the time. And as long as you're really close to it, it won't try to teleport. Even if you're outside of melee range.
Tis something most unnatural here, and I
Yes,
want no
luck
part of it.
be a
Tell me.
lady.
Don't worry about me.
What is your bidding?
Give it to me. Don't worry about me.
There we go. So that was actually pretty easy. So all we had to do for the phase spider, because it's easy to get them to just like phase around, the problem is that sometimes they will phase to a random party member, and when they start phasing to a random party member, life gets harder. Okay, I actually like this place, so let's
What do
keep
you
it.
Don't worry about me.
close to melee here. Okay,
Yes.
it's gonna attack.
Great peril yields great beauty.
Tell me, don't worry about me.
You stand back and
Watch
watch
as you
this.
will.
I'm gone.
Give it, don't worry about me.
You need be glad to.
What is your bidding?
What do you need? I've got this.
What you want? I've done had enough of
I'll
this.
do it. Tell me.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, we're gonna actually send
What do you need? I've got
her
this.
and Karan
About
together.
my lady. What is your bidding? Great peril yields great
Tell
beauty.
me. You want it? You've got it.
Life is adventure or nothing.
Give it to me straight. You want it? You've got it.
Yes.
What do you need? Don't
So it's in
worry
attack
about me.
mode.
What is your bidding?
Tell me. I've got this.
Face spiders are really weird.
Life
Like
is
they're
like to be a
the
lady.
way that they
You want
behave
it,
is just
you've got
so erratic, and I like that.
What do you need? I've got this.
They don't have an inconsistent attack pattern. They just have a weird one. So basically,
What
the
do you
key
need?
with dealing with
Want it?
phase spiders
Got
is that I don't think I want to do that melee kiting thing. I think it's
Yes,
a
wherever
silly
fate takes me.
Tell
way
me.
to handle it.
What is your bidding?
But basically, the way
Give
that
it
they
to me
work is
I've got this.
they take action based off of their previous location,
Life is
not their
like to
current
be a
location.
lady.
So that thing is trying to teleport to Aldrea
I've got this.
right now,
Yes.
and it's now going to try and
Great
teleport,
beauty.
hopefully, to Karan,
Tell me,
which
you
will mean
want
that I
it?
can now
Your
just
bidding,
intercept
wherever
its
fate takes
location. Unfortunately,
Give it to me straight.
I'm not sure if that's going to work. I think it worked.
Life is adventure
What do you
or
need?
nothing.
Tell me. Don't worry about me.
See, the thing is that I need to be close enough to it that it doesn't try to teleport to Karan, which
Give
it's
it to me.
doing
You want
now.
it? You've got it.
Why is it teleporting to his current
What do you
location
need?
instead of his...
Life wherever fate takes me.
Whoa!
Tell me.
Is there anything that I can do to just freaking negate this thing? I want to just CC it.
You're a
Oh! I can blind it! Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna blind this thing. I'd completely forgotten that I have the blind spell. I'm gonna use the blind spell for the face spiders because, basically just screw blind
Don't
face
worry about
spiders.
me.
Screw face spiders. I hate them. They're nasty creatures. And I'm supposed to hate them. That's their purpose. So again, not bad game design or anything,
Got it.
just nasty bastards that I hate.
Plangeddon's will be done.
I'll do it.
Yes. Great peril
care not.
yields great beauty.
Blind it.
Your wish?
Give it to. Don't worry about me.
What great peril
What do you
yields
need? Don't worry
great
about me.
Okay, that thing is blinded. So, since it's now blinded,
Life is adventure.
we can shoot it, and it will die. Whew. Please. Tell me. Okay, good.
Tell me.
It took more blind spells than I'd like to blind this thing, but we've at least blinded it. So, this is one more phase spider down. We're gonna get a lot of experience from this. This sewer might actually be worth a huge amount of experience overall. And it's kind of sad, actually. Like, in these kinds of settings, people build these like massive sewer structures and things like that, which are great.
Yes.
Sewer systems are amazing. They are the foundation upon which society is built, both literally and metaphorically, because they are underground. But like without a proper sewer system, you can't have the hygiene necessary to have a large city. And so getting these large cities together was, these feats of engineering to get the sewer systems in place so you could actually conceivably get rid of all the poop.
You want it? You got
Because
it.
you need a way to get rid of all the poop that's generated by thousands of people. Oh shit. He's all the way. Wait, what? That's. Okay, so 2 carrion crawlers are attacking Aldrea. The ogre mage is not, so. I'm just gonna kite these around, I think.
Your luck, be a lady.
The problem is that there's not really a lot of space to kite here.
What do you need? I've got this.
Oh, these have
Life is
these
adventure.
have hobgoblin
You're
AI.
a queer fellow.
We're gonna blind one. We're gonna
What
blind
is it
both
this
actually.
time?
Yes.
He's trapped. He's gonna die. That was very poor preparation. I did not think there was any chance of attacking or of that guy showing up there because he's northeast of me. He's northeast of where I started. So apparently the north-south alignment in the sewers is not the same as the north-south alignment of the actual map above the sewers, which is kind of strange.
You're a queer. I'm gone.
I wonder if they did that
Don't worry
to
about me.
like make it feel more like you were disoriented.
Tell me.
I don't even know. Alright, we have the wrong amount of AC on her.
What you want?
We need to get him in here.
Give it to me straight.
Then again, maybe not. She'll be hit on one roll slightly higher than him, but at the same time, he's
Tell me. I've got this.
she's
Your way,
she's
understand.
got regen. God damn it!
You're
Give me
what
your
you
deck.
want? This way.
Oh right, this thing has
What is it this day?
hobgoblin AI.
And
What am I
what
thinking?
is this?
Who are you going after? Karan.
Peril
Yep,
yields
I've
great
done had
reward.
enough of this.
Give it to me. You want?
What is your bidding?
What do you need?
I am Tilune, guides my hand.
I care not.
Grangeddin's might.
We need to charge in. We need to kill it as fast as humanly possible. Okay, so we took 32 damage from that thing. Carrion crawlers are really scary because they just deal so much damage so quickly once they paralyze you. So we're going to send Yeslik over to explore a little more. And we've explored this branch. Something just wore off. Okay, I think that's actually all the hold person spells. I think that it's actually registering each one separately. Like every single time she gets hit and fails her saving throw, it doesn't just reapply the effect exactly. It applies a completely separate effect. Like each effect is distinct rather than it just rewriting the original. So that's kind of interesting.
Grangeddin's will be done.
Okay, so we're gonna have him tank this thing,
Tell me.
which means that we need to give him this.
You need glad.
So I think it only hits on a 19. So let's do our best.
What you want?
I will show you justice.
Give it to me. I've got
You're
this.
way too close.
Yep, this way.
Now attacking Aldrea, so we're gonna swap girdles. Now attacking Yezlik again, I think. Swap the girdle back. Okay, so that one's down. We didn't actually take any damage for that. Oh, let's swap that out because we need our HP. Okay, we just rested, didn't we? Let's go ahead and identify this. A typical manual of quickness of action provides the reader with a wide variety of tips and pointers regarding the motion and coordination of one's hands and feet. This small tome is in much demand by people from many walks of life, including rogues wishing to improve their sleight of hand. It's not sleight of hand, it's sleight of hand, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. And paladins wanting to perfect their thrust and parry. The secret of the manual lies in its magical nature, as it permits the user to raise his or her dexterity by a single point. Unfortunately, the manual will disappear after a single use. So, we can go ahead and use this immediately. We know who's getting this. So, she now has 19 dexterity, which is a pretty sexy amount of dexterity.
Don't worry about me.
Okay, so we can travel there.
This way.
So we can travel to another section of the sewer network from there, and we don't want to.
Don't worry about me.
There's another carrion crawler here.
Give it to me. I've got this.
Okay, we're going to send in Yezlik. Okay, that's not a great position. He's not as close as I'd like him to be. I think might be attacking Rasad. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's move Rasad out of the way. Let's get Mira out of the way. Jesus.
I understand.
Wow, it's really intent on Rasad. Holy crap.
I've done had enough of this.
Easy enough. Okay, it's our friend here. So, how am I going to handle this? So it looks like we fully explored most of this. No, we have this down here. For some reason I thought this was a dead end. Okay, so we have more to explore here. But the first thing we're going to do is aggro this guy, and once we've aggroed him, we can very easily pick off. Oh my god, he's so many carrion crawlers. Is there? No, he's not supposed to have this many carrion crawlers. He did not have like 8 carrion crawlers before. I think something weird with his script is spawning more of them. That's all that I can think of for why there would be this many carrion crawlers here. Because there's no way he had like 8 carrion crawlers just now.
What do you need? You want it? You got it.
Life is adventure or nothing.
What is it this time?
I wasn't obliterated anywhere near fast enough for that. No. Who are you attacking? Damn it!
What you want? My blade will cut you down the side.
Tell me, you want it? Oh!
God damn it. Well. God, life is oh man. Oh man, I really wish there was some way to deal with carrion crawlers. The only way that I can deal with carrion crawlers better than what I've got right now is to either have free action. I still have that splint mail? Don't think I do. Because I just realized that I have a sword that grants free action. It's a two-handed sword, so the only one who can use it is Karan. But Karan could equip a two-hander that gives that, and that will actually reduce the amount of damage that's coming in. The problem is that he can't equip any proper armor. And he can't equip a shield. So he currently has one armor. See, the issue is that if I give him that sword, his AC is going to be so pathetically terrible. Oh, I guess I could give him the Ankheg plate, now that I think about it. Okay, let's do that. So we can give him the Ankheg plate, and that gives him -3 armor class. And then we can give him, where's my two-hander? Then we can give him this, which grants free action.
Be a lady.
And so with these two things, and of course we need to give him the girdle of bluntness, his AC is sufficient that while he does take a substantial amount of damage, he can't be paralyzed. So he won't take as much damage as we will when other people get paralyzed. That stuff. So, yes, he cannot be paralyzed. Yes, they can. And we can't have anyone at range as long as... So... that strategy is not going to work on Legacy. How many blinds do I have? I have 5 blind spells left.
I'll do it.
I'm going to try blinding him. Wild Surge, pretty specialist.
You're a queer
We're going to
fellow.
reload, because we're going to definitely die there. I don't think this is going to be a... This is not a strategy that's going to work. So we are going to give him back his bow, and we're going to give Yezlik this.
This way.
What? They're random encounter carrion crawlers too? God, life is hard. Okay, so I don't want to deal with that guy. Wait, what? He's wandering. Oh god. Okay, so these are not just carrion crawlers, they're wandering carrion crawlers.
What you want?
I will show you justice.
What do you want it? You got it.
Yep, I'm gone.
No, no, no.
And watch
I don't know who it's
this.
attacking. It's attacking Yezlik now, actually, which is
I'm gone.
who I wanted to attack him. Imagine that.
Your wish?
What is it? My turn to save the day.
Alright, so that carrion crawler went down with no damage taken by the party. So I do think we're just going to have to clear out each carrion crawler individually. They shouldn't respawn too quickly after I've destroyed them, so I should be able to clear out this sewer just by killing the carrion crawlers one by one.
You're a queer fellow.
So we're taking this carrion crawler. After this, we can kill the the boss itself.
Yes, wherever fate takes me.
You need as you will.
What wherever fate takes me.
What are you glad to?
So yeah, I do have the whole
What
hobgoblin
you want?
AI thing
My
going.
blade will cut you down to size. Yep, this way.
What? Another one just appeared behind me. I need to reload. What the hell? Where did that one come from?
Yes.
Be glad to.
Okay, so this was a pair. This was a pair.
You're a
So
queer fellow.
I just didn't see the other one.
Possibly Frosty.
Wait, this thing hit on an 18. Ooh. That's no good.
What do you need?
It's no good. I'm gonna have to reload. I actually might have to leave this place.
As you will.
My blade will
What
cut
are
you
you
down to size.
Langedden's might.
No. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill this one because this is a random encounter.
I feel so cold.
Oh shit. But I need to kill this one, and then I think I'm going to use blinds on the other one.
Be glad to.
The other one. The other pack.
Langedden's might.
What
Be
you want?
with us.
I'm gone.
What are you glad to? Langedden's might. Be
Yep,
with us.
I'm gone. I feel so cold. I care not.
Okay, so we've killed that one. We do have access to other AC items here in Baldur's Gate, so I'm thinking about whether I actually want to leave and start doing the other, because like this whole area is connected by the sewers, so every single area here is just Baldur's Gate. It's not like
What do you
an
need?
issue. But I think what I'm gonna do
I've got
is
this.
I am going to try to clear this area, but I'm not going to try to clear the area by fighting these things normally. I'm going to try to clear the area by blinding them all.
You're a queer fellow.
I can get this guy, but I can't. I guess I can try to silence him. So he's silenced. He's now going to attack Yezlik. The silence is going to last for a pretty long time.
I'm gone.
His minions will probably approach him
I care not.
if I try to kill him too close to them.
Be done.
Tell me.
But like we can immediately start shooting him.
You need only ask.
And Yezlik needs to equip this. So with this equipped, he should have a reasonably good chance
You need
of evading its attacks. I don't need chant, I don't think. So we're gonna
You're a queer
just
fellow.
beat the crap out of this
I'll do
thing.
it.
what are you?
Shit.
Give it. I've got this.
You're weak. I understand.
You need only ask.
What you this way?
You need
Why are you so damn far away, Yezlik? There we go. So now we're right on top of him. I think that the place where Yezlik was, yes, can allow her to attack from range as
What
well.
do you need? Don't worry about me.
Nope. I just have to find the correct angle
This.
at which I can hit this guy, and he has a difficult time hitting me. So he's badly injured, and he's about to be gone completely.
What are you glad to?
Session stars ruby ring and a scimitar. So we've got him down, and now you see why he needs the carrion crawlers, because he's actually very easy to deal with. All you have to do is silence him, and then it's over. Silence just wore off, so a good thing that
You need only
he's already
ask.
down.
Langedden's will be done.
So now we can just approach relatively casually. We just need to find the right There we go.
You're a queer fellow.
So we can now fight this carrion crawler,
As you will.
but we're not going to fight it in melee. We're going to
Right?
blind it and just chill.
As you will.
Okay, blindness and chill. There you go. So now, this thing's blinded. We shoot it to death. And once we've cleared out this pack, we'll have most of this area done. So that's going to be nice. Should be good, should be good. Just need to finish off this carrion crawler. I was thinking that, you know, I might need to sort of backtrack back out, but I think I'll be okay here. All I need to do is blind them all. The key is that I can't actually blind every single one of them. There is going to be some more RNG gaming involved, because I have enough blinds for each one,
My
but
turn
if
to
I fail a
say
blind, I'm not going to
As you
just
will.
reload. I'm going to do a, I'll fight it anyway.
What you want?
So, we'll fight this.
Van Geddens will be done.
What is it this time?
Okay, well, we silenced the carrion crawler, so that's useful? And we are going to go ahead and beat on it once we get into the marriage. Alright,
I look forward to your instruction.
Tell me, don't worry about me.
justice.
actually concerned about
Life
the
is
positioning,
adventure
but
or nothing.
Yep. I've done had enough of this. I care not. I've done had enough of this.
okay. So, and yes, this hand is not on the keyboard, but that's okay because I have my finger on the spacebar. So we took a little bit of damage there, but not very much. We can go out here again and aggro the next one.
You're a queer fellow.
You need be glad to.
You rang?
You need be glad to. What area?
Are we actually casting blind? Yes! Woot. So, carrion crawlers are obviously very susceptible to being blinded because this is with a +5 to their saving throws. So, even with a 5 bonus to their saving throws, they're still very susceptible to that. To be fair, if you aren't on Legacy of Baal, they're mostly susceptible to just being shot twice in the face with arrows and killed. Like, Quran at this point could probably two-shot a carrion crawler. I could check their stats. But I don't think that that thing had more than 20 base HP. So he could just shoot that thing twice and it would die.
What you want?
Oh shit, one of them was hidden. That's a problem.
Uh-huh.
So we need to get the blind out.
What are you glad to?
So one's blind. That's good.
What is it this time?
We just need to get the other one blind.
You need only act glad to.
Oh my god, we got them both blind. Wow.
What is your bidding?
There was not a single successful saving throw against blindness in all of that. And even the other one that we cast the wrong spell on because of the Wild Surge, even that failed its saving throw. So failed saving throw for silence and 4 failed saving throws, I think, against blind. Not too bad. Okay.
Wherever fate takes me.
And I'm not in a hurry either, which is the other nice thing, is that blind, I can just keep them blinded forever. So, carrion crawlers have 22 hit points. So, it would take him between 2 and 3 hits to kill a carrion crawler, which is 1 round of combat for him. So in 1 round of combat, he's almost guaranteed to kill one. He hits them on a 2. So on normal mode, a carrion crawler goes down so fast that they're not going to be a risk to you at this point in the game, right? They're just too squishy. So there's another carrion crawler back there. I do not have the ability to blind it. I do have the ability to blind it. I have 1 blind left. Is there 1 carrion crawler left, or are there more? I just want to go out here and check. There's exactly 1 carrion crawler and 1 blind. Let's do this carrion crawler. We've got our blind ready. And it would have failed its saving throw if it wasn't on Legacy of Ball, but it did not, so
I'll do it.
we're just going to have to fight it normally.
What is it this
So he's
time?
really far away. There we go. We're inside of his hitbox. So Imoen should be able to attack him easily. He's paralyzed, so we just need to charge. Wait, what? How much HP does Nira have? HP way too low. Ditto for Imoen. They don't have enough HP to... There we go. So we have dealt with another carrion crawler. We are now out of carrion crawlers. Hopefully. Cross our fingers. It's interesting actually how crossing your fingers is both an indication that you are lying and an indication that you want what you're saying to be the truth. Kind of a strange combination. Like it means those 2 different things. So male body, oil of speed. There's a ninjato here. There is a potion of magic protection. And there is a ruby ring. What? That's weird.
I've done had enough of this.
Did they?
Your wish? I understand.
Huh. Alright, we're not going to pick up those bodies because that's way too many bodies to carry around. And after you've already had your face eaten by a carrion crawler, does it really matter whether you get a proper burial after that point? It's like, doesn't matter. Also, Aldrea would not really care much about proper burials and stuff like that. The only thing that she would care about is whether someone actually wants the body back. Even then, she probably wouldn't really give 2 craps now that I think about it. Because she would think that the reasoning behind why someone wants the body back is silly and pointless. Oh right, I didn't give that guy's... I didn't turn in that quest back in the farm either. Okay, so it looks like we have completed this area of the sewers. Unless we want to kill all the rats. So we've cleared out this area, and we can now go west or northwest. I don't think we can go... east from here. So, let's see. I think... Where do I want to leave here? Okay, so... I kind of feel like I should get some food and eat. So, and also I want to figure out what the layout of the sewer network is before I dedicate myself to going into these places. Because it's kind of fun. I'm doing the completely blind run sorry, not Baldur's Gate. This is definitely not a blind run. I'm doing the completely blind run in Dark Souls, and this is like the exact opposite of a blind run. It's a very carefully planned and orchestrated event, which is why it's so sad that I'm getting myself horribly butchered so many times. So, we're popping out here. This is not where we should have popped out. This was like 3 inches away from this over here. These places need to be, like, organized better. I should actually file a feature request for that, I guess.
You must gather your party before
Is
venturing
it?
forth.
Yeah, this is... So that's there. And where are you?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
They're 2 inches away from each other. There's no way. This is not even like you're getting disoriented underground. Okay, so give me a second. I'm gonna... I'll worry about it later. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Well, not for today, but for right now, I'm gonna get some food in me, and then I'll come back to this later. Or I might do some Dark Souls later. We'll decide. But we've done one of the areas of Baldur's Gate. We've cleared out the Thieves Guild. We've cleared out some crazy ogre mage that was killing people under the city in order to get shiny objects. Ogre mages are apparently big fans of shiny objects. And we are now ready to continue on to the next area. So we'll probably go north next, but we will not go north next, actually. We're going to go a different direction, anywhere that is not north next. So any direction but north is next. I still have to figure out how I want to handle certain things. When we go to... When we go to the Docks District, we're going to reach certain storyline stuff that might make us feel like we're in a rush. But we'll just have to figure it out. So anyway, that's gonna be it for right now. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you again when I start up later.